Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Leslie Donaway with the Halliburton Engineering Global Programs Office. I work in Zachary usually. Things are a little bit different right now with COVID, so you can see a fresh view of my kitchen where I've been working a lot lately. I wanted to share some details with you tonight about international internships that we offer through the College of Engineering. And these are programs that are offered for students that have completed their sophomore year, and it's a two-part process. So during the summer, a student would go to a select location that they would apply for and be matched with a faculty member at that location, international location of similar research interests. During that summer, the student would be part of a research team and ultimately commit to helping solve the research problem during that time, usually working about 40 to 50 hours a week in the research lab or doing research conducting. Every lab runs a little bit different. So sometimes the hours are different. Sometimes you can run simulations throughout the evening and things change things up, stuff like that. And that is a 0 credit hour course, engineering, ENGR 484, 0 credit hours. And that's pass-fail. Simply is the student going abroad? Are they contributing to the team? Are they playing an important part? Are they being open-minded and really setting a good example as far as Texas A&M and engineering as well as concerned? Then, whenever the student comes back from that program, and I should mention, because students always want to know, on the weekends or on the free time, are they able to travel and do things like that? And yes, the answer is yes. On internships, we absolutely hope that a student is not only engaging academically with the research, but also culturally and in the area. So definitely travel. You will be with a group of students from Texas A&M that also will be going to the same location. Students usually are paired with different faculty members in different research teams. So you wouldn't be working on the same research. Your schedules might not be exactly the same, but definitely you are allowed to travel and to engage in the culture and the experience. And we want that. We definitely, we invite that. We like that. Whenever a student comes back from the research or international internship after a full summer of doing research, and those are usually 8 to 10 weeks with dates that have a specific start and end date. So you travel, you can travel, you book your airfare. I tell you when you need to be at that specific location, and then you make sure you get yourself there, and you of course want to connect with the group so that maybe you can all meet at the airport together and travel to the university where somebody would be waiting to pick you up, those kinds of things. Ultimately, many students that go on the internships do not know each other before the summer internship. They get to know each other very well over those 8 to 10 weeks. Many of them, of course, travel together. Many of them see each other on campus, things like that abroad. Then whenever you return after a full summer of research, it is engineering. You register for 1 credit hour of ENGR 484. And that's very exciting because this is a chance for a student, whenever you come back, you really get the chance to do a full 360 view. You're able to look back at the experience. You're able to evaluate it and see how far you've come, what you've learned academically, of course, culturally. We have several different workshops that you would attend as during that fall semester and learn how to present the research findings that you had and the experience that you had abroad. So that it's not, hey, yes, we went to the pyramids in Egypt and it was a great tourist attraction. That's definitely not what any job recruiter or potential boss wants to hear from you. They want to know how that experience ultimately made you a better engineer, a better employee, and ultimately a better person in the end. How you can show the value, and that's why we do what we do. because these things truly make better engineers in the end. It's always important to know how to work with others and be able to think across different cultures. And as we see with COVID, it's even more important now because we all must work together, and how COVID has affected everybody different ways, but all over the world, COVID has truly affected us, and we've all had to make adjustments. So after the fall semester, you would turn in during that fall semester, we have the workshops. We usually have a poster presentation where the students are able to present the research findings culturally and things of that nature to different boards and different panels, sometimes a steering committee, sometimes one of Dr. Banks' boards that she oversees. So it's a special opportunity for students to truly be able to explain what they learned and what they got from that experience. And that's one of my favorite parts, is seeing a student getting to know a student before they go on an internship, and then whenever they come back in the fall semester after a full summer abroad, seeing how much of a transition. It's amazing, and it's one of my favorite parts of the jobs, and why I will probably always continue to do this job. I love it so much. It's just truly transformational for a student, and it's even better that you get to do that whenever you're a student versus waiting until you graduate and get a career like I did. Because I remember my first international flight was very, very overwhelming. I was so confused about a passport, what was a visa, why did I have to have all these details? So behoove yourself and definitely take us up on those opportunities. In order to see all of the programs that we offer, you can go to our website, Halliburton Engineering Global Programs Office. You can Google it with Texas A&M. About halfway down the screen, there is a spot that says search by a time period, or by a location, or by a department. So you can ultimately search by a specific country if you know you want to go to that. Or if you know you wanted to do a summer internship, you could definitely search under that. Or if you know you're a mechanical engineering student, you can see all the opportunities that we offer for mechanical engineering students. A great resource. And I should notice one side note about our name, the Halliburton Engineering Global Programs Office, is because Halliburton, the company that many of you have heard of, definitely understand and value the importance of going abroad and that experience and what it truly adds and values to a student and to their education, and as well to their future. So they have endowed our office, and we're very grateful every day for that opportunity and the ability to be able to promote these programs to you and work with the College of Engineering students. So again, our programs are eligible for engineering students. We have programs that start from whenever a student is just before they're even ETAM. So you're eligible to go the summer after or the first spring break as a freshman. And then we have programs that go all the way until you graduate, the semester before you graduate. Lots of opportunities. I would love to meet with you. So would my colleagues in the office. Since we're working remotely right now, I welcome you, if you have questions, to please reach out to us on the website. To find me and navigate and then request an appointment under Leslie Donaway, D-O-N-A-W-A-Y. I have a lot of times available, and we'll always make time for a student to go over opportunities. Again, we have programs of every time frame, every budget, and so let us help you find the right one for you and make sure that this is a very engaging experience for your college career. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.
Thank you, Leslie, so much for sharing with us all the opportunities for students in the College of Engineering here at Texas A&M. As you suggested, students can search Halliburton Global Engineering Programs, I think is what you might have mentioned. I'll put TAMU on the end just to be sure. And sure enough, it's in the top search. So if you click here, students, you will go to the Halliburton Engineering Global Programs homepage. And as Leslie mentioned, you can scroll down and find different opportunities by term, by department. and search here as well. I'm going to ask Leslie if she has anything else to add, and then we will open it up for questions.
Sure. Again, thank y'all for joining us today. And definitely, we have a lot of opportunities for any student in engineering. We are more than happy to meet with you, and we look forward to telling you about all of our new programs and the ones that we are doing and the changes that we've made in regards to COVID.
Leslie, I have a few questions. The first question is, for students interested in doing one of these summer internship programs, I know the locations vary, but what kind of cost should a student expect that wants to do one of these internships?
Sure. So for most internships, the student is responsible to cover their airfare to the location, as well as living expenses such as incidentals and food and things of that sort. Some of the locations have housing that is covered, and so that's a nice perk. One additional cost is the CISI required insurance that is required for all students participating in international programs, and that averages about $1.24 to $1.26 a day while you're abroad. It changes a little bit every semester or every year, but you can plan on that as well. Those are the main expenses. And like I said, there's some little perks with some of the programs. They kind of each fluctuate in different things. Maybe housing is included, or maybe the housing is only the equivalent of $200 US a month. So lots of different opportunities on that, and cost opportunities as well.
Wonderful. That's really nice that students can factor that into their program selection to find a program that's going to be more inclusive of those expenses.
Yes.
One other question I had, I think you did say that this is open to all majors, but also when is the best time for a student in your college to consider one of these opportunities?
So students will only be considered after their sophomore year, and that's completing sophomore year at Texas A&M, regardless of what and how many credits they come in with from high school. And the goal of this is to make sure that the student is truly ready for the research and is able to be a good team member for the faculty member and the professor, but also so that the student can gain something from the internship, and that really it's a two-way beneficial program. We want to make sure that they have the basics of engineering down before they go embark on this journey.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
So after the sophomore year or summer, or after junior year, summer.
Excellent. Any other questions?
No, those are the ones that we have that I can answer any others via email or through Navigate on our website. We're constantly updating the website for with new programs and things of that nature. So that's a great resource, as well as the Education Abroad website and portal that your office maintains.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Leslie, and thank you for everyone watching this video today.
Bye.